Greetings, I'm Curt Fonger for South Florida Homes and Lifestyles. Today we'll be discussing some important need-to-know information for homeowners and renters, as well as some great ways to enjoy the Florida lifestyle. And it all starts right now.
Closed captioning is brought to you by the Kravis Center for the Performing Arts.
Looking for ways to appreciate the value of your home. I'm sitting here with Larry Rowe of LB Rowe Pools. We're sitting next to a beautiful pool, and it doesn't have your typical pool surface.
No, it doesn't. Most people go with Diamond Bright, which is cost effective, and it's very adequate, lasts 10 to 15 years. No issues with it whatsoever. The next level up is Pebble finish, and Pebble is very popular. Comes in glass, a lot of deeper, richer colors, and it's a lifetime warranty. It's worth the upgrade.
How can it have a lifetime warranty?
It just doesn't go bad. It's just a really good product. They stand behind it, and it's very durable.
Now you have a remote control here from the pool. Could you tell me how it works?
Yeah, it's basically just a wireless remote that you push a button and it can turn on the spa, turn on the lights, turn on the heater, turn on fountains, whatever you want to do. Adjust the heat, adjust the RPMs of the pump. It's pretty cool. It also works from the iPhone. You know, you can take your iPhone and there's apps that come with it that you can obviously do this from Atlanta before you get on a plane to get home. Your spa will be hot if that's the case need be. But it's pretty high tech when it comes to the automation on the pools now.
Now, when you're thinking about a pool, you're also thinking about the living space around the pool.
Yeah, like in this house that we're at here, these doors behind us, they open up to 30 feet. This family's really done a nice job with that, and it's a really good living environment out here. We try to make the back porch with the pool all be joined together when we lay it out.
And when you laid out the pool, you laid out that infinity edge, which is awesome on the Intercoastal.
Yeah, it is. And when you live on the Intercoastal, you have to show it off. I mean, it's a free backdrop. You might as well use it.
Larry Rowe, thank you. Update your pool. You'll love it.
The legacy that has been created by the International Polo Club Palm Beach is back. The anticipation of thoroughbreds charging down the field, the solid click of mallet on ball, the pop of a champagne cork, and the excited revelry of thousands. Experience the unparalleled glamour and competition this season. Purchase tickets to a match today at internationalpoloclub.com or call 561-204-5687.
At Ibis Golf and Country Club, you can have it all while living in the heart of a lush oasis. Here you'll discover a vibrant lifestyle, including an all-new sports village, fitness center, and luxurious spa. We're the only community in the world to boast 3 Nicholas family-designed golf courses. But what really sets us apart are our members.
Ibis, the place everyone wants to come home to.
SouthFloridaHomesAndLifestyles.com, a great way to search and find area communities based on lifestyles, amenities, and more. Log on today.
This is John Juritzma. He's the Director of Sales and Marketing here at Ibis Golf and Country Club. John, I've been here dozens of times, but this is new and it really surprised me.
Oh, thanks, Kurt. What you see behind us is a brand new sports village. About a year and a half ago, the IBIS members voted on a $33 million construction project to our amenities, to improve our amenities. And what we're doing here, what we opened about 4 months ago, is our brand new sports village that consists of a 2-story, 15,000 square foot fitness center, a poolside bistro, a new dining area. We have a brand new spa, a new aquatic center with a lap pool, a kids splash zone, and the members just love it.
And a major expansion of your clubhouse.
Yeah, we're actually adding 23,000 square feet to our current 50,000 square foot clubhouse. So it's we're gutting it, we're enhancing it and enlarging it and adding a brand new kind of casual sports pub with a 25,000 square foot terrace, a brand new ballroom, new grill dining, fine dining, and room for our cultural spaces.
That's a lot. Tell me about the history of IBIS and how sales are going.
Well, sales are going great. You know, we've been in the area for a long time, but the whole country club model is changing, you know, and we have a lot more younger members joining these days, and they want these types of amenities, you know. It's no longer golf driven, and those that want to play sports like golf and tennis, they want to play longer. So you need to add things like Pilates and spinning and yoga.
So you're always seeking to add new programs here at IBIS?
Always, and we have about 20 clubs within the club. We have the IBIS Cultural Association that has a photography club, the volunteers, the cooking club, the performing arts. They do off-campus events, so there's always something to do here at IBIS.
IBIS Golf and Country Club, you've got nature, you've got tennis, you've got this, and of course you've got golf, always something to do. Now I'm joined by the Juris Doctor, he knows the stethoscope, Jim Chiappi, well-known attorney.
Nice
Jim,
to see you, Kurt.
Thanks for being here. Let's talk about some real estate scams that you've seen lately. You see them all.
Oh, unfortunately, an Orlando attorney recently had a real estate closing. He gave the seller a check. She left the office, came back 5 minutes later, said, "I'm sorry, I changed my mind. Would you please wire me the funds?"
Okay.
So he said, "Okay, I'll be happy to accommodate you." Took back the check, wired her the funds, and then 2 weeks later he realized that she had taken a photo with her phone. Many of the banks, you can deposit a check by just taking a photograph, not bringing the check to the bank. She had taken the check photo, deposited it that way, and then he wire transferred it. So he was out that money.
She got paid twice.
She got paid twice.
And it was all with a free app. What other kind of ways can you be scammed through a bank transfer?
Well, I'd like the public to be aware that there are two types of transfers. You can contact your bank to wire transfer funds to an account, or you can actually debit your account through the automatic clearinghouse, where those funds are taken from your account, you tell them to just transfer to another account. If they do it through an automatic clearinghouse, they actually have the right to withdraw those funds at a later date. So in my particular instance, the funds were sent to my account through an automatic clearinghouse transfer. They were deposited into my trust account at my office, but then a few days later, the person withdrew them without my knowledge. So luckily, my bank alerted me to that fact, but the average person who might be involved in a transaction would not be alerted or might not find out about that and think that they still have those funds in their account.
An automatic clearinghouse is like an open pipe between two accounts, and they can go this way and it can go back.
Very frightening.
Mm-hmm. You told me earlier about a publisher's clearinghouse scam.
Yes.
I know it's not real estate, but I love this.
A lot of people are preying on our seniors in our community, and unfortunately this woman, that client of mine, received this phone call and they said, "Your husband has won the sweepstakes. Would you like the prize patrol to come to the house, or would you like to come down to Miami and retrieve the check?" And she didn't really want to go through the prize patrol, so she said, "We'll come to Miami and retrieve the check." Well, the person on the phone said, "Well, send us the $250 processing fee, and we'll be happy for you to come to Miami and pick up your check." Mm-hmm. So she called me, and I said, they've never done that with a $250 processing fee, so don't pay it. They even had a person call and say it was the attorney for the sweepstakes, verifying that was their procedure.
Oh, so the attorney called and said it was okay.
But luckily she didn't send the money and we knew it was a scam, so we saved her that $250. But they prey on seniors, because a lot of people would be unsuspecting and pay the $250.
So the take-home lesson here, folks, call an attorney.
Yes.
And find out what's happening, really? Jim Chiappi, Juris Doctor. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
What you're looking at is what is called base landscaping. What I'm about to show you is called enhanced landscaping. And I'm here with Blaine Keller of Impact Landscaping, and it all starts with a plan.
Yes, sir, absolutely. Customer contacts us because they really want their home to be as beautiful as their vision. And they tell me what their goals are, things they want to screen, things they want to enhance, or plant materials that they like or dislike. We incorporate all these comments into a landscape plan, give them a budget, and then they decide how they want to proceed.
Now, Impact Landscaping, of course, has set a base here that allows for that expansion.
Correct. And owners can go in any number of directions. They can have blooming material, kind of a desert feel with cactus and succulents, or they can go in a totally different direction and be exclusively tropical, which is quite common. Besides the plant materials, we also work with lighting, enhancing the irrigation system, different types of delivery systems, and
Tell me what the homeowner did behind us.
he told us that he wanted to make use of the stacked block wall that you see surrounding the island in the front yard, and they particularly liked the Sylvester palms, so they wanted the whole theme to be circled around the Sylvester. And something else that was very important to this homeowner was night lighting, so that everybody could appreciate it when the sun goes down. And it came out very well. The homeowner is very pleased.
Is this expensive?
It depends on the budget. It can be tailored to however much you want to spend, and it can also be phased. It can be done over a period of years or all at once.
Blaine Keller of Impact Landscaping, thanks for being here today. You can get great landscaping, but it starts with a plan and a great base. You golf fans will recognize this man, Martin Hall, the Director of Golf Instruction at Ibis Golf and Country Club. Martin, tell us about the Ibis Golf experience.
Well, Curt, I think it's a wonderful experience. We've got 3 great golf courses, 3 Nicklaus golf courses, one designed by the Golden Bear himself, one designed by Jackie Nicklaus, and one by Steve Nicklaus. They all have their own character, and the members, they have their favourites, but they're wonderful golf courses. The practice ground, goodness me, I've been here. I mean, I teach, it's what I do. I love teaching. I've been here 18 years. If I didn't like it, I would have moved on a long time ago. Wonderful practice ground, great fitting centre. Very proud of our teaching staff, to be honest, Curt. We've got a major champion on the teaching staff, and well trained. We're very proud of our teaching staff, yeah.
And you are top 10 teacher as rated by Golf Magazine, and this is the man who is seen every week on the Golf Channel. So what kind of challenges does Ibis present?
Well, you can make it as hard or as easy as you want to. I mean, you can play off the black tees when it's a real test off the black tees. Even for the pros, you can go as far forward as you want to. It's very user friendly. It's very much a Nicklaus type of golf course where the fairways are fairly wide, but the challenge is the shots into the green. A lot of natural preserves. It's a wonderful place. You just have to come and see it.
It's the Ibis Golf Experience. You know, I play a little bit of golf, so you wouldn't mind looking at my golf shot, would you?
Absolutely not. Bring it on, Curt Fonger.
Let's go. When you're looking at the cost of running your household, of course, number one is your mortgage, but then you've got to pay for your utilities. I've got a specialist here on how you're going to be able to save money on your utilities. Scott Rank is the Senior Energy Specialist at Florida Public Utilities Company. Scott, welcome.
Good to be with you today.
The average house being constructed now is much more efficient than the old ones.
Yeah, absolutely. My house was built in approximately 2002. And a home being built today is about 25% more efficient simply by the improved building code.
Where do you get that efficiency, those savings?
There's basically 2 major components in residential construction. You have what we call the envelope, walls, windows, doors, insulation, and then the equipment. And so as the equipment improves, the envelope improves, the house is better overall.
So if I'm looking at a new house, how do I know that this house is going to be more efficient than, say, another house I might be looking at?
Unfortunately, a lot of things are not visible to the naked eye. So there are people in the utility companies like myself who are energy specialists who can come out and look at a house for a customer in our base for no cost to the customer, and we can spot those things and be able to point them out to the customer.
And there are also certain ratings that you can look for too.
Yeah, there's a national system called the Home Energy Rating System. They use the acronym HERS. Mm-hmm. It's basically a computerized model that puts everything about the home into the software, and it'll give you a number. It's kind of like miles per gallon for your house. That's what the home was designed to cost annually to operate.
And you can find out more by going to our website, southfloridahomesandlifestyles.com, where Florida Public Utilities Company has plenty of tips for you.
Yep.
Scott Rank, thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
We'll be back after this short break. Stay with us.
At Ibis Golf and Country Club, you can have it all while living in the heart of a lush oasis. Here you'll discover a vibrant lifestyle, including an all-new sports village, fitness center, and luxurious spa. We're the only community in the world to boast 3 Nicholas family-designed golf courses. But what really sets us apart are our members.
Ibis, the place everyone wants to come home to.
Welcome to an evening of celebrity autobiography. Every word that you're about to hear was written in their own words.
The funniest show in town. You'll weep with laughter. Side-splittingly funny. Brilliant. Hilarious and unforgettable celebrity memoirs acted out live on stage.
We are not making any of this up.
At the Kravis Center, January 29th through February 1st. For tickets, visit kravis.org or call 561-832-SHOW.
We've all experienced guests that just will not leave.
You got the bug channel on here?
That was like that.
Nothing seems to make them leave.
Where did you buy this ham?
You're out of mustard, FYI.
Occupado.
They're everywhere.
Let's talk this over.
I'm Victoria Magaldi. Palm Coast Pest Control is family owned and operated. We are committed to getting rid of all your unwanted guests. Call us today.
SouthFloridaHomesandLifestyles.com, a great way to search and find area communities based on lifestyles, amenities, and more. Log on today.
I'm with Robert Norberg, who's the president of the Independent Insurance Agents of Palm Beach County. Robert, I've had this question for a long time. What's a flood?
Well, a flood in Florida is water rising from the outside of the building coming into the house or building from any source.
I always, as a real estate agent, encourage all of my customers to get flood insurance. But what does it really cover? Let's say there's a hurricane?
Yeah, there are conditions during a hurricane that could be covered by a flood insurance policy. Well, if the water comes in and the building is not damaged from the hurricane itself, the water rising could be considered a flood.
What if a pipe breaks in my house?
Well, pipe breakage is covered under the standard homeowners, but it's not really a flood. Even though your house might be filled with water, the whole building was not impacted from the outside coming in by rising water.
Okay, let's say my neighbor's house has a pipe breakage, his home is flooded, and it floods into mine.
Well, the federal flood policy is really specific, and it says that the house itself must be damaged by rising water from any source and impacting another property. So therefore, in that scenario, it's possible that that could be considered a flood claim.
Now, some of these criteria changed after Katrina.
Right. After Katrina, there was a big battle during the hurricane and flood problems they had, and it was determined that both sides, both policies would pay under certain conditions. But we usually leave that up to the claims adjusters and legal people to decide what claim goes under what policy.
So if someone says, I don't want to pay for flood insurance, what is he risking?
Well, he's risking the possibility of having a claim denied. We encourage everybody in the state of Florida to buy flood insurance. So it's a very important part of any homeowner's policy.
But it's not really part of the insurance company's coverage. This is mostly federal coverage.
Correct. Most flood policies are written through the federal government. And the standard homeowner's policy does not cover flood. So you would need a separate policy if you're interested in flood insurance.
Another scenario, let's say there's a water main break out in the street and your house is flooded and no one else's.
Well, no one else's, but in that case, it could be a flood claim as well because the street in front of you was actually impacted by the flood damage.
So once again, you, as the president of the Independent Insurance Agents of Palm Beach County, encourage everyone to get flood insurance.
Correct. Every place, every parcel, every house in the state of Florida is in a flood zone. Some are in a high hazard zone, some are in a low hazard zone. But flood insurance in the low hazard zones under the preferred risk program is very cheap. Pennies per day would cover your house, up to $250,000.
And I think the water's rising right now, so make sure you have flood insurance.
Thanks.
As a realtor, when I'm dealing with an out-of-town customer, the first question I get often is, where are my children going to go to school? Let's turn to Kelly Smallridge. You are the president and CEO of the Business Development Board of Palm Beach County, and you must hear the same question over and over again from your prospective clients. Where are their children going to go to school?
Yes, and because we've heard that for nearly 2 decades here in Palm Beach County, we realize as economic developers that our ability to land a company is highly contingent on the quality of education here in Palm Beach County. And the higher that the average salary is within a company that's looking to relocate, the greater their interest is in the quality schools. And so we paired up and formed a partnership whereby we worked with public, private, charter schools, and university presidents to enhance and boost the brand of Palm Beach County schools. Because what we realize is that perception is not reality, and that we would lose deals before a company would ever even give us the chance to show them the educational opportunities here in Palm Beach County.
So what are you talking about branding the schools?
There's no consolidated focus for public, private, and charter schools. So if you're the CEO of a company coming into this area, rather than you picking up the national media or the local media about the schools here, we created a one-stop website, pbc.edu, where if you decide to move to a particular part of our county, you will see the college scores, SAT, ACT, all of the accolades and points of pride for a public or private school. You can draw a radius within 10 miles of where your corporate headquarters will locate and figure out within your neighborhood where your children can go. And so it provides that one-stop shop. Instead of trying to figure out Bright Futures and Florida Prepaid and charter schools and magnets or academies here, all of that, if you're coming from the Northeast or from the West Coast, is very confusing. And so we took that and packaged it and branded it in a way that made it so much easier for CEOs to see the very bright spots and the high scholars and the kids that were graduating going to top 100 colleges and Ivy League schools that will rival most other areas in the state of Florida.
Their reaction must be, whoa, what's this?
Their reaction is, we have never lost a company that has given us the chance to show them a school here in Palm Beach County. If you don't give us the chance to show you what we have, we'll probably lose you. But every time a CEO coming out of the Northeast gives us that opportunity to show them a public or a private school, we will land that company every time. They are pleasantly amazed as to the quality and the choices and the diversity that resides in our schools, both public and private.
So good education equals economic growth.
It does. And we took it a step further. We put all the Career Academy counselors that guide our schools every day, our students every day. We put them on a bus recently, and we let them see Palm Beach County's largest employers. So not only are we hitting it from a branding and marketing side, but we're also trying to prevent the brain drain that exists here in Palm Beach County. We're trying to get to the kids in the early part of high school and let them know that whether they go on to college or get a 2-year degree, there are plenty of quality jobs here at good salaries for the students in Palm Beach County.
Kelly Smallridge of the Business Development Board, thanks for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
The legacy that has been created by the International Polo Club Palm Beach is back. The anticipation of thoroughbreds charging down the field, the solid click of mallet on ball, the pop of a champagne cork, and the excited revelry of thousands. Experience the unparalleled glamour and competition this season. Purchase tickets to a match today at internationalpoloclub.com or call 561-204-5687.
At Ibis Golf and Country Club, you can have it all while living in the heart of a lush oasis. Here you'll discover a vibrant lifestyle, including an all-new sports village, fitness center, and luxurious spa. We're the only community in the world to boast 3 Nicholas family-designed golf courses. But what really sets us apart are our members.
Ibis, the place everyone wants to come home to.
SouthFloridaHomesAndLifestyles.com, a great way to search and find area communities based on lifestyles, amenities, and more. Log on today.
We're talking now with Kevin Kent, a longtime local realtor and a member of the board of directors of the Florida Association of Realtors. Welcome, Kevin.
Hi, Craig.
Let's talk about the broader housing market in its various segments. Let's talk about the availability and cost these days of a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, a single-family house.
In South Florida, you'll have a lot of options in that price point. In Palm Beach County alone, there's 28 different municipalities that you would find all of those type of properties. And up into Martin and St. Lucie counties, abundant availability at all different price points. So it's a great time for people to be shopping for that type of a product because there's inventory again now. For a very long time, there were no builders, no development going on in our area after the economic downturn. Everybody was still starting to recover. But right now, the builders are back in the marketplace. There's a lot of new construction coming out of the ground. That's helped to bring the inventory back where it needs to be, and we're seeing major stabilization in the market and increases in prices.
But
Great time.
there are some places that have a very short supply of moderately priced home in the $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 range.
Yes, there are some pockets in the areas that have appreciated faster than others. But there's still abundant opportunity. It's all up to lifestyle. You know, if the consumer has a certain lifestyle that they're trying to accomplish, we can help them with that, whether they want to be in a condominium, whether they want beachfront, whether they want golf course, whether they want single-family homes or townhouses. We've got all the different supply available right now at the different price points to help them.
There are plenty of condos out there still.
Yes, sir, there are. There's quite a few. We don't have the foreclosures and short sales that we did in the past. You know, a lot of that product has been absorbed. So there's excellent opportunity and arm's length transactions available for people.
And I see a lot of customers who say, I'd really like a bargain in some sort of foreclosed home or foreclosed condo. And those really don't exist as they used to.
Oh, a lot of times people get in their mind that that's going to be some real value, but a lot of times they
Somebody's
have to...
going to give them a gift of a condo or
and they
foreclosed
find
home.
they have to invest so much into it because of the shape that it's in or something that they're much better off negotiating with a normal seller and they'll get a better deal. And the value is all in the perception of the beholder. So.
And generally the deal goes through much faster than
Absolutely
with some sort of bank involvement in the ownership of a home.
Yes, sir. Well, especially compared to a short sale. If it was a short sale, I've seen them take 4 months, I've seen them take over 2 years. So, but once a bank owns a property, banks don't like owning real estate. They want to own the mortgage, they want to own the paper.
Right.
So once it's through the foreclosure process, they'll move pretty quickly.
Unless they don't move quickly, and we've had those cases too in which they don't move quickly.
That's true. Okay. Can go one way or the other.
Kevin Kent, thank you for being here today, longtime realtor.
Thank you very much.
Board of Directors of the Florida Association of Realtors.
Thank you, Curt.
And there you are. Thanks for tuning in today. We hope you'll join us again next Sunday. For South Florida Homes and Lifestyles, I'm Curt Fonger. Have a good week.